Call it a hunch, a real funny feeling, a rash decision, an impulse. I think it's just about the best I've got right now. Everything finally going right, and yet I can't shake the sense that it's just an ember from going up in flames. My court's in the lead, my best friend freed from a generational curse, the fact I have friends, but the true northern star in my life, Katarina, the one thing, it just feels off. I've written and scrapped countless letters, but nothing feels right, nothing captures us. And yet, here I've been, almost as far away as I could be. I don't think I could bear not being by her side for whatever happens. I'm a fool for letting her go through it alone for even this long. I have to go see her. Outside of the academy, though, I can't just show up at her window. Not unless I want to learn the combat traditions of her knights as well. Or spark a true court-wide panic of a missing prince. It just so happens my father wishes me home regardless. Can't hurt to knock two bats out with one stone. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think you had that many gray hairs before.
I'll take these over burns, sir.
Cold? Hey, you should see the other guy.
Reports said you were the only one directly affected.
I just didn't have a good comeback.
Right. Glad to see you finally come home. Your father was having me prepared to send a unit to receive you.
How loving.
He has his ways, Your Highness. I would presume you aren't coming home by his request.
You'd presume correctly. I need you to arrange for me to visit Solmera.
Well...
I know. I plan to speak impromptu at the Summer Solstice Gathering. I'll make my case to the court regarding my time at the Academy, students of note, role appointments, and the paths that lay in front of us depending on which role I'm granted. That should appease the court at large, as well as my father. From there, we can discuss options with Solmera.
I'm quite glad to see you've thought extensively about this already. I'll make sure you have space to speak during the solstice. In the meantime, please prepare your presentation.
Of course. Take care.
Likewise, my prince.
And please, in continued accordance with the temporary Everthorn policy changes, remember that my office is as open as a door can be.
More open than usual, that is.
Precisely. Now, as prior mentioned, your prince has returned from the academy to speak with you for the solstice. I urge you to give him a warm welcome.
I have got to say, it feels good to be back home and in the company of this court again. I've missed seeing some of your faces. I'd say some looking at you, Viscount Augusto. I understand we all sat through the last hour of my father's discussion, so I won't take too much more of everyone's time. I have just 2 points that I would like to present. Firstly, a report on the great experiment and success that Everthorn Academy has been. And second, our routes forward as of now following my time there. As you may know, I was sent alongside a set of some of our best and most promising court members, these being Veswin Darcy, Violet Vendetta, Rosalind Darcy, Matthias Blade, Celica DiMartino, Marjorie Blackwood, Vicky Strudel, Willow Pulowski, and Sabrina Della Rosa. It has been my utmost pleasure over the last year to get to know everyone on a much more personal level, and I'm grateful for my father's selection. With the help of this pocket of our court, I've been able to lead Bloodwind through 3 first-place victories in the Thorn Trials, through multiple record-setting events, and to a significant lead in the overall competition. Most everyone has succeeded and settled into our appointed acting roles within the academic setting, which we will touch on shortly. However, I do wish to name a few other students of note from the other courts. In Court Solmera, Lord Felix Fenwick alongside Lady Daphne Lafayette have been extremely helpful in planning and executing events. In Court Cerulean, Lord Finstrife and the Crown Duchess herself, Morella Undine, have been great anchor points through a tumultuous year. And in Court Sinjaloon, Lord Leonidas von Richten-Otavera and Lord Cinder Monaghan were both an excellent glue that kept all 4 of our courts in light spirits and good humor. Now, as I mentioned, Court Bloodwind is practically guaranteed the competition, hence my homecoming. Nonetheless, I do find it still good to be prepared for any such outcome. In the case we win, I will become king while Bloodwind is left in my father's capable hands. I will remain involved with the court as much as I can be in order to help my father and advisor Tavian to prepare either Viscount Augusto or Viscount Delfino for the role of sovereign. Otherwise, as king, I will continue to represent the heart of Bloodwind in value, respect, and honor. The court I envision is one that I've put much thought into, and draws inspiration from not only our own act in court at the Academy, but those of our peers as well. Should they accept, the roles would be as follows. Advisor, Celica Di Martino. Sages, Rosalind Darcy and Daphne Lafayette. A grounds team of knights and decorte led by Marjorie Blackwood, Sabrina Della Rosa, Finn Strife, and Leonidas von Richten Oliveira. And last, a new position, the Ambassador, taken by none other than Veswin Darcy. You may notice, the Ambassador position is a commonality between both of our cases. Should Bloodwin, by some unfortunate circumstance, not win, I would be a fool to let what I've learned this year go to waste. I believe that our 4 courts have been divided and contact limited harshly, by which we are all left blind to each other's needs, concerns, and cultures. The appointed court would remain roughly the same, minus the representatives from other courts. I will then be working to establish embassies for the other courts here in the capital. I plan to talk with Solmera, Cerulean, and Singerlun to have them do the same, appointing the prior mentioned members of their courts as ambassadors themselves. I expect that we persist in Bloodwin's respect and welcome them with open arms, that you may all learn what we have at Everthorn. The competition at the Academy will conclude soon. We will move according to the results we receive. Should Bloodwin not win, my Sovereign Ascension ceremony will be held the week following. And of course, if Bloodwin does win, I couldn't have done it without the teachings of such a wonderful court here at home. Please, give yourselves all a round of applause, and let's enjoy ourselves.
I had no idea we would be potentially hosting such an Ascension ceremony so soon.
News to me.
Well, in a few years, I'm either king or sovereign anyway. It's my call at this point. Regardless, I have one more request as prince. I need escort and permission to visit the region of Solmera. While for years there's no longer been any document wedding myself and former soul Katerina Solmera, we have still found ourselves close throughout the span of this year, and as of recent, she's fallen quite ill. Before going back home, we discussed what the future may look like between us, and I believe it fit to continue those discussions, as well as showing face within her region, as our courts may be much closer in the years to come. I plan to take the train back to Everthorn and stay only long enough to discuss with everyone mentioned in my prior presentation to verify that they are ready for the roles laid in front of them. From there, I continue off to Solmera, where I plan to stay for as long as I'm needed within reason.
Very well.
I'll begin making preparations and send a letter before your arrival.
Let us be dismissed then.
Good work, sir.
Thank you. Like I said, I learned from the best.
We're in good hands. I simply hope you have a chance to rest soon.
You're telling me. You know more than anyone that I'm terrible with goodbyes, right? Any chance you want to get moving on that letter while I pack? Preferably sending it before I leave in an hour or two?
Sure, Your Highness. I hope we meet again soon.
I'm sure we will. See you when I see you. Almost feels weird to be back. Yeah, but here I am. Okay. Think. Now that I am back on Academy grounds, what do I need to actually worry about? Communications, 1. That's the obvious. Need to be quick about this. I don't exactly want to be suckered into whatever's going on here at this point. Just want to see how Seluk has been performing under pressure. Okay. That is what I'm looking for. School assembly would have been what, yesterday? Oh, okay. River Shards, our band. I'll let that be, honestly. And yeah, I missed pretty much every exam. That makes sense. Including Equestrian and Kingdom Building. You know what? First visit on the agenda. Let's see if dear old granddad is home. That sounds weird. Should have probably brought that up, but also I think that would probably complicate matters further. Let's see if... Knock, knock. Let's see if I'm lucky enough to get an answer. I just can't help myself. You gotta cover your signs. That's the most basic thing at home. If we're putting together an event, you wax the signs. I mean, you can't let people do that. It's my grandfather. I can do this, right? Or, well, great something or other. Let's see. In the meantime, that still hasn't been updated. Wow. Unless we've stayed the exact same. Ow. 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 Is he not home? I was thinking about flying up. That feels bad. I shouldn't do that. Okay. Alright. I need to keep a moving mindset. Knock again. With more intensity. Come on. If he doesn't answer this, I mean, I don't know how much more intently I can knock. So I guess, who else do I need to speak with? Veswin about, I mean, the entire new position I want to create for her either way. Celica on, I guess, a confirmation and a check-in, because we haven't actually got to speak much after the curse was broken. I hope that's not personal. Really hope that's not personal. Sabrina and Marjorie about grounds team. Need to figure that out. And then the super friends. Daphne, maybe. That depends on which way things go, though. Which I would love to talk with this guy about and see if I need to be concerning one more than the other. And also explaining why the prince missed all his finals. Come on. Is he asleep? I feel like this is not the time to be asleep. Come. Let's go. I was about to say, I think if I just walked in there right now, I could probably get away with it. Come on. Is he arthritic now?
Why are you here?
What are you wearing?
Clothes?
Quiet clothes, hold on. Try that again.
Clothes?
One more time.
My clothes?
Yeah, good enough. Why are you blue?
You've missed a lot. That's why.
I'm noticing your eye, is that leaking?
Yeah, it does that sometimes.
I don't think it's supposed to do that.
No, but the person who normally would check up on it died, so.
Oh. Inside?
Yeah, we can go inside.
Your favorite
going
new
on?
chair. Checking in.
I see.
I presume you know that I've been gone and out based on you saying I've missed a lot.
Yes, I didn't see you at the Kingdom building.
That is what I was intending to check in on. Just A, how we performed, and B, explaining my absence. I know that I conveyed my father had written me and requested me home, and I couldn't let that wait any longer, and I also had some other matters that I had to check in on.
Well, for kingdom building, I think you'll be happy to know that your court is actually the winner. 100% all around, which does mean that the location of your kingdom building is the new capital as agreed upon with the Sword Concord previously.
Wonderful. And I know I signed on to something. Is that still in Rosalind's name then?
Yes, it will be in Rosalind's name.
Wonderful. We really need to put a name on it besides the Bloodwind Kingdom building.
Yes, I do know when I visit, sometimes people say welcome to Rosewood, but I do not know if that is a chosen name or the official name.
It's not bad. What about Equestrian? How'd we do there?
Well, I have actually just finished grading.
And you did say that I passed with flying colors, right? The at-home exam that I definitely was probably sent and took.
You know, I don't think it showed up in my mailbox.
Oh, really? I mean, I made
Yeah.
sure, just special delivery, that it did arrive.
Yeah, no, I guess I'm not sure.
I can't cough up much more, old man.
Yeah, no, it
I mean,
arrived.
special
It arrived.
Wonderful. And flying color,
Yeah.
like a 98%, I bet.
Yeah, 98%.
Right. Perfect.
Phenomenal. The absolute passing colors.
And you'll have to give my thanks to the Crown Duchess, who was my tutor.
She actually did quite well in it herself.
Okay, good. What'd she get?
Veswin also passed. Morel, I believe, got a 98%.
Okay, give me like a 95 or something then, because if I did better than my tutor, that'll raise some flags.
Yes. Veswin got 94%. So if you want to be on par with Veswin.
95, I'm a little better.
Okay, 95. That works for me.
Perfect. What's that put us on points? What's our lead?
Well, with winning kingdom building, that puts you about 150 points ahead.
Just kingdom building alone, not anything else?
Just kingdom building alone. So I don't think you should be worried about any competition.
Good to know. That changes a few conversations I'm looking to have. It gives them a lot more certainty.
And then with everything else, with how the grading is looking so far, I know Matthias did quite well in his exams. I don't know the exact score at the moment, but Marjorie as well, I know did quite well in knighthood, as well as Sabrina.
Glad to hear.
So there's
Rosalind
that.
doing magical studies.
You know, those haven't been graded yet. Professor Saren unfortunately died mid-examination.
So who failed that examination?
Hopefully no one. The grading has been passed to me.
It's a hell of a bomb to drop.
Yes, it was very concerning. We still do not know exactly what happened.
Interesting. And it's not just some extended magical studies examination?
Not to my knowledge. It would be a very fucked up examination.
I agree, but method testing.
Well,
Figure out what magical dimension your professor has vanished off to.
you know, that does seem like something Saren would do.
And leave you with gunk leaking out of your eye.
That as well. She got a little silly with it. Or so she would say.
That's one way to put it.
Otherwise, truly, I don't think you've missed many big things. It's fortunate you weren't at the Royal Code exam. Someone did rig it with withers.
Awesome. Do you know what I score on that one, or do I not score?
You would have to talk with Della about that.
Wait. I've been a star pupil and a tutor.
that also takes bribery, so.
Well, I only brought pocket change.
Unfortunate. I'm sure if you give her an IOU.
Yeah, I'll
She'd-
figure out wherever you
she'd
store
take it.
yours.
I keep it on me at all times. I have trust issues.
Damn.
Too many people kept breaking into my office.
I'll write a headmaster owes you.
You know, yeah, I'm sure she'll appreciate that.
Awesome. Well then.
What else, really? Yeah, no, other than that, it's been relatively chill for the most part. No one has died, so
Well,
yeah. One person has, but all of the heirs are doing fine. And you're winning the competition.
winning future tense or currently winning present tense?
Honestly, probably both. I don't anticipate anyone catching up to the points that Bloodwind is currently at. I believe
I'll
you're
take
over
that.
1,000 now.
What's the second place at?
899.
So worst case scenario, we only have a 102 point lead.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. And when's this whole thing wrap up?
The 27th. If you are to win, if you are able to be there, if your father permits it, obviously the crown will be handed to you. If not, you can appoint Veswin, Rosalind, Salika, anyone like that to accept it on your behalf.
I see. I've got another few days of travel in front of me, but I can see if I'm able to come back around quick enough.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you do come, be ready to give a speech. Your first decree.
Yeah.
Instead of the prince, you can be the king.
Can't lie, I've always thought that sovereign was a better title. But
It is a nice
I
title.
suppose I'll have to settle for king.
Settle. It's a rather nice title, if I do say so myself.
Oh, huh.
Not my personal favorite, but my father was quite fond of it.
What is your personal favorite then?
Admittedly, I quite like Prince. If I could stick with anything, it would be Prince.
Well, I hear they will have an opening in Court Bloodwind.
Well, fortunately for me, regardless of everything else, I am still a prince. Just, I'll be less important, and that's so fine by me. No offense, but I'm very sick of people.
Yeah, I've still got a youthful optimism to me.
Oh, it will go. Don't you worry.
Well, I'm hoping I don't live to your wrinkly age.
Okay, I'm not that old.
Or arthritic, yet.
Depends on who you ask.
Yeah, I suppose it varies by the day.
Indeed.
Right then, I have some other conversations I need to run and handle expeditiously then.
All right.
But pleasure catching up. Do still owe you
You
tea,
too.
but
Another time.
another time. Take care.
You as well.
If I had an Ezra plushie, I'd hand him over, but I do not. I'll have a confirmation. We're in the thousands. Next best place is just nearly 900. Why is it every time I step into that office, I step out with my heart in my stomach? It's about to be my office. Wow. Wow. Huh. Well, guess I can't let it change my conversations all too much. people I need to check in with aren't exactly privy to the knowledge I have. So I need to be careful about that then. Is that? Ah! Someone did catch up on the work I left them. Hello, Leonidas. Not bad facsimiles, too. Okay, think. Wouldn't hurt to talk with Veswin first. Oh, look at them at the board. Wouldn't hurt to talk to Veswin first if she's awake. She's supposed to be my people person. That or Celica. Sure. Good evening, Veswin. Might you be around to chat? Good evening, Celica. Might you be to chat? Let's see what we can do. I do need to appoint somebody, and if that... My conversation with Veswin goes well. If she accepts the position I want to lay out for her, then it would make sense for her to accept it in my stead, if she's more the people person. My ambassador. Always feels so silly putting it out in such fancy terms. I guess that's the same as what sovereign. Prince. To corte. Right. Okay. I also need to reach out to then Leonidas, Finn, and Felix. Got council there going. Marjorie, Sabrina, there's so many people to talk to, and I still need to just go. Alright. How about I check my mail? Yeah, we win. We already win. Goodbye. I don't even know how to process that. We're winning. June 20th. I'm late for that. Memorial invitation. So they did finally write actual invites for this. Unfortunate I missed it. Memorial invitation. Memorial service. With profound respect and remembrance, the family of Cassian Campion cordially invites you to join us for a memorial gathering as we honor and commemorate the life and legacy of our beloved family member. As family and friends gather in remembrance, we will give thanks for the blessings, wisdom, and love that Cassian shared throughout life. In keeping with the cherished demon tradition of honoring our elders and ancestors. I don't want to be disrespectful, but that isn't a full sentence. We will come together to pay our respects, offer prayers, and celebrate a legacy that continues through generations. It's tomorrow night. At Casimir Farm Warp Circle. Demon Kingdom building at the shrine. Black and white clothing only, no red whatsoever. We'll struggle. Light food and drinks will be provided at the service. Wish it were tonight, I'd actually be able to attend it. Maybe. I'll have to see what I can do. Good to know she hasn't sent any more letters in the meantime. Should check my room, see if there's anything I need to pack up there. I kind of left in a bit of a hurry. Jeez. This is the last time I am in this room. I probably should take a lot of this. Actually, maybe not. It's a silly photo. Leave that for whoever moves in next. have no idea who it would possibly be, but exchange, sure, I should probably get those. Don't care. Can't believe I left this here. Guess this is my backpack for the day. Why do I have so many random Dante photographs? I don't need these. It's all these. Can't hurt to have these. These are not my finest work. Those can stay. These were fun. I can't hurt to have these. Take one of those. Those are nice. I really don't need any of that. Perfect. Just toss everything in there. Don't need quartz. Don't need any of that. Don't need any of that. Take that gladly. Is there anything else? No, not really. Suppose I can run to the kingdom building. Who else can I speak with? If not Veswin or Celica, because evidently they're asleep. Suppose I can check around for... Wow, someone really stepped up. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sabrina, Marjorie, Finn, Felix, Leonidas. Preferably the last three all at once. Rosalind would be good. Daphne would also be nice. Your Highness, I am at home right now. I can meet you anywhere you like. Kingdom building? Home? I can go kingdom building. Supposedly we won and it put us ahead by a bunch, so I'm assuming that... Honestly, it could have stayed the exact same. Yes. The question, do I know where her kingdom building home is? I can go door to door. Okay. Exam info, all hands on deck. My fault. Okay, let's see. I know where all the homes are, so it shouldn't be much of an issue getting over there. It's just going to be on the other side of quite literally everything. It's good, good kingdom design, I suppose. Mini kingdom design? I don't know. I mean, we're a kingdom within a kingdom, if that's the logic, but... This would be it. Beautiful, beautiful tavern. Oh, I love how my manor just stands at hello. The distance between everything in the fog. What are you? I've got to guess. No doors. That feels like a safety violation, but you know what? I'll give it to you. Whatever this thing is... Yeah, alright. I think that thing is full of blood. What are they doing in there? I don't think I want to know. I want plausible deniability. Oh god, it's one of those things. Okay. Nope, 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 nope. Not dealing with it. Sometimes you have to wake up and decide that, nope, I just don't need to deal with that. That's not what I'm going to mess with today. Nope, not me. Alright. How do I actually get to the, I guess, neighborhood, for lack of better words, without, yes, right there anyways, okay. I think I just snake around this way, right? Oh, that's nice. Is it hot or is it cold? Ah, cold, 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 cold. Yep. Place dirty dishes here. This isn't someone's house, right? I don't know. Okay. Almost there. I should have wrote notes down. That would have been a good idea. Why didn't I? Because I'm better on the fly. Probably. Probably. Okay, so this one is Celica's. This one is... It is hers.
Hello.
No, perfect timing. I was just walking up.
I heard a noise and I thought I would check what it was.
Ah, must have been me walking up the steps.
Mm-hmm.
My old decaying bones, one of them might have cracked.
I see. Well, I was just doing some decorating. Would you like to come in?
Sure. So what's the tour here?
Well, this is the foyer. I have a little reading nook over here that, should I wish to have some company, I could take away these seats and make it like a little stage. Put a band
Like
or
that?
put some food up there. Like, put up the plates and things so the table is free. The kitchen's over here. Stop changing everything. This is the kitchen. I can store food in here should I wish to make anything for guests and for blood and things like that. And then I've got a little workstation over here.
Ooh.
Hmm. And then upstairs is my chess room. That only
Creative.
certain people can come up.
Why is this locked? Yeah, you know, never
Because
mind.
it's my chess room.
Ah,
So
yes, which is why
I
you
can
lock
exit,
this.
but
You
no
can
one
exit.
can get in. I'm not going out there. You're gonna lock me out. I know it.
You know me too.
That leads to the staircase near Rosalind's. I then have like a little workstation for schoolwork or correspondences, kind of like just a little half office thing. I haven't decided what I want to put under the stairs yet, but I love it. I have like a little entertainment room, living room, and then a area for music. There is a place to listen.
Yes. It's a good one.
Mm-hmm. And then obviously a fireplace, and then upstairs, got some photos on the walls.
Like, is this a two-parter?
Yes, they were made together.
Varying levels of detail.
Mm-hmm. And then we have the guest room in here.
Oh. Very nice. Such a big pot for such a tiny plant.
Well, I was thinking of, I think it would grow and it would, take up more space, but it hasn't yet, so I might swap it out.
It's compensation.
And then we have my room over here. With Hoeko and a little sitting area up there. Books and all the things, all the trinkets.
You've got to befriend a fell folk or something because they would love your use of just verticality here.
Well, I didn't want to put like an attic that I was never going to use. I enjoy the
Well, that's the point of an attic, is it
roof
not?
is open.
In like a...
I guess.
hate to
I
say,
like the vaulted ceilings, though.
lower income housing, you've just got storage chucked away in the ceiling.
That's true.
I've got
I have
too
a
many
storage room.
spaces to chuck stuff, but you just shove it up in the ceiling instead.
That is true. Maybe I'll put a little attic up there. I don't know, but I just thought it might be nice to put something up there Just an
Another
area for
tiny
me to
tree.
sit. Yes, many tiny trees. They're not growing. I then have a balcony, again, another little outdoor seating.
this is nice.
And thank you.
Outdoor seating that you have to... Oh, well. Some of it's safe.
I'm not sure what I want to put up there to cover it. And also, it would be nice. If I'm being honest, I like using these spaces at night. Especially over here, because there's this little bench and you can see the stars. And before you say it, no, I am not spying on Celica. I'd look that way.
See, I wasn't going to say
though.
it, but... Yeah, it does give you an impression. Did she put those curtains up because of you?
I don't know.
'Cause I think those are new.
I have
Nice job, spy.
I have yet to actually be inside of Celica's house. Oh. So yeah.
But you're
that's
very familiar with what goes on inside.
very. I need to know all the things. I did put your picture up here.
Oh, wonderful. Right next to Oveq. And oh no, take it down. Get
No,
rid of him.
no,
They're demented.
no.
They're ugly. Garish.
Yes, but
Does she watch you
I don't know.
sleep?
she watches over me.
You ever start having bad dreams, I would perhaps try having it face away from you.
I'll be sure to do that. How would one come about procuring a Mateus one? Or what was it called? The can't remember the name of it.
I know that I saw some Mateos outside of his dorm.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know how
No.
on our kingdom, or not kingdom, our dorm notice board, there is a picture of a missing Mateo plush.
Mhm.
There was a Mateus one in front of it, but it since has gone missing.
Yeah, I think you might
And
have
I
to
left
just
it there.
ask around and
Huh.
see who took them.
That's unfortunate.
Or sometimes they just find their way to you.
Well, I hope that one does.
Perhaps. Also seen some Daphnes and some Leonidases.
Really? I
Indeed.
feel like I haven't seen much more than Katerina and Morel. And obviously Rosalind.
Yeah, no, I've seen a ton. There's apparently a Silas one somewhere. I think they
I
made
want
it
the
for the
rare.
Glow
I
Festival.
want the rare plushies.
Well, I hear the Katarina one is quite rare, but
I do not have one of her. I'll have to find one.
high demand.
They just sometimes when I do find them, they're in spots and they look so cute in their little like scenario that they're in. Like I found a Katarina one over by the hospital, and it was in front of that like giant like flower field. I think it's like behind the
Let's go venture.
cathedral. I don't know if she's still
Oh,
there.
I'm curious.
Let me make a space. I don't know if she's still there, but she was sitting on a swing and it looked so cute.
Is it like overlooking the big flower field?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I know of that one. But it's a nice view regardless.
There was... So I saw her twice there. Once was with an Ezra plushie sitting next to her, but I think someone took the Ezra plushie. And then
the-
she just was she was just sitting there by herself the next time I saw her.
How rude.
I know. They were having a good time.
Did you vanish out there you are.
Ah,
The world.
the world.
The world.
The world. I am happy to see you. I had talked to Celica the other day, and she, for a brief moment, didn't know where you were, but assumed that you were resting. So I am
No,
glad any anxieties are quelled.
No, I messaged her, but I haven't heard a response yet, so I assume she might be resting.
Gotcha.
My father's been wishing me home for quite a while, and some other matters, so decided on a whim that it was time to go back, and it's actually what I wanted to check in with you about.
Not a critique, but more of just for worry. Maybe leave a note?
No.
So like I said that she didn't know where you were, and I instantly was like, oh, that's not good. So
yeah, not my finest, but no, when I was home we did have some discussions. First and foremost, we're going to be jailing you.
Ah, wonderful. Great. Just what I needed. No, he's
back.
here! Yay! They're so cute. I love that they're looking over this big, like, flower field.
Some of my best work. The heart down there.
Wait, you did this?
I think. I know I messed around with it somehow, some way. It might have just been moving some of the flowers aside to, put down some carpet, but I swear it was me. I think it was me. It might have been me. I don't know.
Well, this area looks lovely.
Yeah, most of this was not me. But I think I had something to do with the heart. Maybe. I don't remember.
Very sweet.
No, I spoke to the... Hello. I spoke with the court at large. The summer solstice had us all gathered.
Ah.
And we discussed...
Happy solstice.
Yeah. We discussed, I guess, what the future looks like. As it stands, I mean, I don't think my father was expecting me to be coming back here, but what's he gonna do?
Well, I'm glad to see you.
Likewise. Yeah, why not? Office room. I never go in this one. Yeah, it's for a reason.
Oh.
It's a big honking table.
Ah, it's a meeting room. I see.
There's an art gallery up here. Where have I not sat for a meeting? Well, my father wasn't expecting me to come back, and so we had discussions pertaining to if I would just be staying here, or staying at court, at the capital, and ascending to sovereign, what that would look like. And then discussions if Bloodwind still managed to pull through without me. And that comes down to a lot of role discussion, I'm sure you can imagine.
I can.
There's genuinely no... I guess we're going home. Warm as it is. There's some obvious selections, I'm sure you can imagine. Your sister is...
I was putting the waystone back.
Fair. Your sister as a sage, for starters. Either for the...
Oh, thank you.
Kingdom, or just for Bloodwind.
That's wonderful to hear.
I'd hope. If I don't have the chance to deliver her the news, then I'd like you to.
I will not steal your thunder, but should I see her, I will let her know.
Sure.
Why did we get a fish tank?
I think that's always been there.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe
I see Celica dip her hand in there sometimes.
I feel like I might not have been here.
She
in a
likes the
while.
way it hurts when they bite.
Oh.
But yes, obvious role selections. So your sister as Sage, Marjorie and Sabrina have both more than solidified their place as knights. Celica, I
That's
can't
good.
see anywhere but advisor, but came down to getting you something. I struggle to see anywhere that truly fits what you're capable and deserving of. Your particular skill set, I think. In some ways, you match me, and in some ways, you match Celica, and it's a bit of a mess when I think, with no offense to you, Celica is much more suited to her advisory position than I think you would fall into place on. And unfortunately, for now, the prince role is taken, and there's a bit of a line backing it up, so I don't think that we can necessarily slot you in there. I don't think also that there would be... Well, I suppose time will tell. I took some time and thought, and want to offer you a one-of-a-kind, a first. Well, one-of-a-kind for now, but soon it will just be another accepted part of our law, our history. I want you as an ambassador. I plan to speak with the other origins as well on cross-court unity. I think that this year has proven above anything that we certainly as courts need to communicate with each other a lot more. Be aware of each other's needs, be aware of each other's requirements, our own standings. And rather than just strict business handling, I think that we need to be involved with each other. And already I plan to speak with some other representatives from origins that I do trust, or courts. But I need someone that will represent Bloodwin, and someone that will be able to speak for us and stand for us and communicate for us, represent us. I want to construct embassies, whether it's just if I go back home and I'm simply ascending to sovereign, then I'll make sure that embassies are built and we are able to station the other courts. And I'd like to pitch it to the other courts and hopefully have you go off into embassies of your own. And that's not exactly anything that comes lightly. It would be essentially speaking on my behalf. I mean, you're a extension of myself. I'll say public facing, if that makes sense.
It does. We can discuss it after, but I don't want to lose the point or necessarily cut you off on your train of thought. But the heirs did actually meet recently, and they talked something similar about it. But I can go into more detail about it after. But I think baseline, I want to say that they are on the same page in that regard. Celica and I did not speak heavily for Bloodwin. I was asked to go, but I did not have the role, and I did not want Celica to just be thrown into the deep end of not knowing what this meeting was about. So I had her accompany me. We didn't say anything in regards to how you felt, but that we would bring it to you
Sure.
in the regard of how people are viewing things for the end of this year. So
That makes sense. How I envision the ambassador role working, at least on paper in my rough drafts, I suppose. As it stands, with either me in a king position or a sovereign position, beneath me is currently the advisor, and then I proposed the ambassador. The advisor is helping with back-end strategy and speaks for and plans for a lot of what the sovereign or king will output. And then the ambassador just makes up the front side. I think a lot of things will still function the same. There's still, of course, a necessity for king or sovereign, but divvy up the responsibility. And I think you are the right person for the job. You will have to get along with Celica, though.
I I think Celica and I have come a long way, and we are in a good place.
Good.
So I don't think that will be an issue. I don't know what to say. Thank you, of course, for starters. So if I'm understanding correctly, should you be king, you would have ambassadors underneath you for all of the courts. Should you be sovereign, you would want or would put forth the want of having ambassadors for other courts and would provide embassies, at least in Bloodwyn, for
My
those ambassadors.
ideal, the way that I think it would work out, is every court has its own ambassador, and however they want to factor that into their power structure is up to them.
Mhm.
If I'm simple as a sovereign, I appoint my own ambassador and they'll advise on public relations. That means the advisor thankfully has less to do because as it stands, I think the advisor has always been a role that graze your hairs
That's
a
a
little
lot.
too early. Yeah, it's a lot. So you at least get to take
Yeah.
off some of that, which is the public end of it. I think that will be a very positive change. But
Mhm.
if I'm only going home as a sovereign, then I'll simply lead by example. I'll appoint my ambassador and hope the other courts follow suit. If I'm king, then I will request each of the courts to form this position. And I can see it in some form of cycle. We have 4 seasons. We can send or I don't see why Bloodwind couldn't perhaps be home for the winter, and then come spring, cycle over to Solmera. Come summer, they cycle over to Cinderloon. Come fall, they're in Cerulean, and back to winter, they're home.
Mm.
Or perhaps it could cycle differently. I'm still figuring out the exact details, but I
Mhm.
think each court will always at least have one representative circled around and some time home. But I suppose it
Mhm.
will just depend on how things shake out.
I see. And so you said that you met with your council. Did that include my father?
Yes. It was a very large room. I wasn't exactly paying attention to faces, but
Mm.
pretty much everyone from the court. There was a lot of Decortes. It is a insane reminder of how many Decortes and knights we have. Big room.
Yes. Understandable. I mean, again, I just thank you. And I'm excited to see how things go. If I have any, I'm trying to rack my brain if I have any other questions right now, but the position sounds pretty straightforward. And I'm sure that, we can discuss the nitty-gritty of it when it, should it where and when it needs to be enacted.
Indeed.
Kind of deciding on where you're going with it. I guess I can talk a little bit about the meeting.
Sure.
Everyone kind of Dante was the one who called the meeting. It was kind of impromptu, if I'm honest, and it involved Tavali, Morel, well, Marcello at the time, and myself and Salaka. And the main question that was prompted was how we are to see, or how we viewed the future and what was the best. And I think it kind of came to the consensus of a monarchy with a council of sorts, not an accord or a concord like what we have, but more so kind of similar to what you're saying with the ambassadors, is that you would have a monarchy and you would have the monarch, but you would have the people that could represent their courts on a higher level, whether that is, you know, if Morel is to go home and to take up her parents' place, or, something like that, maybe they would be the representatives as being the highest power, and, they would come to whoever's in charge, or it could be worked out in a different way. They had talked about.
The way
As
I've
well
heard it put
as
at prior meetings is that, to put it without ego, I think everybody wants to reinvent the wheel, even myself included. When
Mhm.
we discussed while Katerina and Cassian were still here at the academy, when we went around the table, pretty much everyone had their own way of stating, I would like the Thorned Concord to exist. However, they would lead with, I don't think we'll have the Thorned Concord. I think
I see.
everything circles back around. And so I personally don't find a need to go away with it. I think there is still very good purpose in having communication between the courts on a very high level like that. I
And
believe that.
I think the people that are in the Concord right now never had the perspective that we have had in these months.
Indeed. And I'm
We
hoping that
actually
with
get
the
along.
I'm hoping with the
So-
ambassadors, and at least how I want to lay it out for Bloodwind, they're able to stay in close contact with the chain of power. They're not so far down the ladder that their voices aren't heard.
Mhm.
The ambassador being right next to the advisor places them squarely under the king or the sovereign. That's directly in the ear.
Mhm.
Previously, for example, Tavian would only have the, I guess, word he overhears at any cross-court events and what he can ascertain from sources. But with a direct ambassador, able to spend perhaps months at a time in other courts, learn their traditions, learn their problems, we'll be able to write home and keep us informed.
Mhm.
We'll be able to be much more unified like that.
Would the ambassador be kind of, I guess this goes into nitty-gritty, but it just popped into my head, of like working towards like trade deals and things like that? Would they be, is that what you mean on the regard of like speaking on your behalf? Would that be obviously not confirming anything, but
Mhm.
saying, I understand that he wants XYZ, so maybe this is something that we could work out with ABC and come to a middle ground kind of thing of,
Mhm.
prompting trade, like I said, trade deals, or,
Trade deals,
things.
negotiations, visits,
Exactly, those
events,
things.
pretty
Mhm.
much anything communications-wise.
I see. All right.
I think it also provides a good checks and balances sorts of system.
Mm.
If
Mhm.
you, as ambassador, are over in Court Cerulean, and you work out a deal that sounds about right, it's what they need and what they would be quick to agree to, you send it home. Selleck is able to read over it, advise me, and I'm able to make the final call. I'd rather have 3 voices in a room than 2. It's
Easier to make decisions
democracy.
that way. Well, you would have this final say, of course, but we would give our input.
Indeed.
I see. Trying to think if there's anything other like majorly, but I mean, I guess you kind of answered it in regards to in the scope of that meeting. But the only question that I kind of had was, you know, if you were to become king, you had voiced in the past about wanting to bring possibly the people that you trust from home, whether that's your viscounts or knights or Tavian for say, bring them if you were to get king, bring them here kind of thing, or wherever you would be residing. But I didn't know if that still stood true now. But you kind of answered that with the hierarchy that you laid out for me in regards to Celica, myself, Rose.
I want to make sure that Bloodwind's left in good hands. I think it's become a lot more real, the possibility of winning. And we've had some tentative discussions there. In the case of a Bloodwind victory, I believe it will be either Augusto or Delfino stepping up, and I'll be kind of closely training with them, at least for the first year or two, to make sure that they're ready to step into Sovereign, as is sort of their responsibility to be there for cases like this.
Mhm.
Normally a lot more grim and ideal, but no, I'll be training alongside them, and Tavian will still be looking into replacements within the next, I believe, decade or so. And I believe everything should proceed there as normal.
Okay.
I believe that in that case, I'm not 100% on it yet, because I would love to have an ambassador from, I guess, the king side of things. Someone to oversee discussions, possibly, but
I would have no issue attending things at home and being the
I believe that
carrier
there
of
would
sorts.
be. It's where I haven't thought 100% about it yet, but I'm unsure if you would just be there as a Bloodwind ambassador, or if I would appoint a different Bloodwind ambassador and have you as the king's ambassador. The Grand Ambassador. I don't know.
I like the title. I mean, if that were to be the case, then again, it's something that I'm willing to take on, and we can work out whatever we need to. Whether
I'd be
that's
surprised if you didn't.
if I am to attend in a similar fashion, and I am kind of the fifth, you know, maybe deciding vote on things, and you know, being the mediator.
Mm-hmm.
So
Nitty gritty to work out, but yes.
I like the idea, and I'm excited for it to come to fruition.
That's mine.
Celica recently told me about her grandfather, and I don't know if she's talked to you about it yet.
Probably not. I keep missing she hasn't replied yet.
I will let her speak more on it, but she is maybe possibly needing your help in regards to changing hierarchy there.
Well, she's lined up to be advisor either way. I don't know what that meant, so.
I know that you are technically helping me with my hierarchy, and I plan to help in any way that I can. And I guess the other thing that I can tell you, since you've been away, I doubt that Mateus has caught you, but he has given me permission to speak on his behalf on this. He is, I don't want to say cured, but he has been rendered of his curse. Affliction. Rosalind has found not a way to get rid of it or to stop it, in the sense of, it's something that, like, the way that it was explained was that it's behind a wall now. It's been suppressed, and she has control over it. So that feral, that bestial side, should it wish to come out, Rosalind will be notified, no matter where she is, about it, and can get to him. Via, obviously, circles and ritual circles and things like that. And I don't think he plans to stray far from her, if I'm being honest. But
Sweet.
she has a hold and control over it.
Good.
It's caged almost. So
I see.
I wanted to make sure that you knew right away. And he had informed me that he had mentioned at least the beginning bits of it. I think he talked to you about Aqua, and then possibly about seeing Della. If not, then I can fill you in on that. That I only recently kind of learned.
I remember.
I learned
Aqua,
after.
I think.
Yes, so that had been true. That had been brought on early on, and it was kind of something there. And then he had been seeing Professor Charybdin to work on something, to basically do what Rose did, but was trying to find a different way. And I've instructed Marjorie to talk to you about this. So if she catches you, you might hear this twice, but sea monsters have, to put it bluntly, sleeper agents. And it is believed that Della is somehow involved in that process. There are sea monsters that are trained to have their darker, kind of like Mateus's beast side, activated and utilized. And I don't have proof on if that is what was happening, but the moment that we found out, the moment Rose found out that information, she had pulled Mateus away from Della. I'm assuming that's why he attacked her
Interesting.
at the Glow Festival. I don't know, because I think because of, maybe something had happened there during the training or the teaching, and he kind of just had her sent, maybe. Or it literally could have just been the amount of people that were there, and he just found she was the first person that he found. I'm not sure on the semantics on that part. But there was that incident, and then there was an incident with me, which I did inform you that he never even touched me, he never got close to me. I was able to move away from him and actually calm him down. Rosalind and I were able to snap him out of it, which is why as we were working on it, we're trying to find, I can't say I had very much not been of any help in that regard. Rosalind was trying to find a solution, and he said he had a headache, and we were trying to get him to leave, and we were literally at the door walking and about to leave because I was worried that this headache meant something. I was trying to find the book that referenced this state of mind, and he just changed, and we just tried to get him out of there, and it didn't work. And I am deeply sorry that I did not tell you and that you were blindsided by that.
I appreciate it.
That's something I'll have to communicate back home. His name's not under as intense scrutiny as some others, but can't lie if... No, his name is in some discussions. But I'll pass forward word.
Thank you. He is... I do care about Mateus, and I do not wish for anything
Well,
to
everyone
come
does.
of him, but...
He's like a kitten. Yeah, he bites
Well, then-
sometimes, but I mean, he is so just darn cute.
Well, then maybe you should be nicer and pet him a little bit more often.
I do, but then he bites me.
Because you bully him!
That's
He's
playful.
always your punching bag.
Because he's so darn cute.
You don't punch cute things.
Well, some people punch me.
I'm sorry that happens. I wish that they wouldn't.
I think you have before, but
I've given you a light tap on the arm when you're being, cheeky. However, I personally, my perspective on it is that playful banter is fun. It becomes less fun when it is...
Silica did let me know. I've lightened up.
Okay, good. He's also...
Everyone
all
loves
going through
Armateus.
Okay. Tell him that.
Should I see him?
Thank you. I think it'll do him a lot of good.
I do know that my last thing to let you know, as Celica finally is
Yes.
responding.
Wonderful.
I'm only here briefly. And well, with some other discussions that came up at home, I am off to a different region. I'm sure you can put together some pieces of your own, but this is just a brief stop. I know I left without notice, so I wanted to stop by and give notice and detail what I spoke with the court about and the plan going forward. I also spoke with Phelan today.
Mm.
Odds are looking good for us. We're in the thousands. Second place
Wow.
is at 899. So at worst, we have a 102-point lead.
That's amazing.
And that's if we're just barely into the thousands. And we have until the 27th, I believe he mentioned.
Okay. What's to get like exams and
Well,
points and things in?
Apparently until this is all wrapped.
Oh. I did not know that. I had been wrapped in my own building and studying and things I had not heard yet.
Yeah,
I see.
It's news to me. But my travel plans, I know it'll take at least a few days to get where I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
And then the transit back would also take a few days. I just don't think that I will be able to make it for the conclusion of all this. And he mentioned that I could appoint someone to take it temporarily in my place.
Mm.
And I believe that that would fall upon what I've described as an ambassador, so if you owe, well, if we're winning the crown, then Grand Ambassador Vesvin Darcy, if you would like to temporarily hold the crown in my stead until I'm able to return and take it.
I would be honored. Yeah, yes, I will hold it for you. I will protect it with my life.
And you get a cool title if you do. So.
Yes, if I am successful at doing so.
It does mean you are, I think, even regardless of if we are winning or not, I think you do hold our one actual title besides Prince here. Everyone's acting something or other. You are now just Ambassador of Westwind Darcy. So congratulations.
It feels really good to have something solid like that. Thank you.
Of course.
I assume that you are going to a certain golden region.
Some might say.
Thank you. I do hope that she's well. I heard that she was not from different places. That
Indeed.
she had gone home, and you had told me that she's not doing well. But I hope that has changed.
As do I.
If you are to go home right away instead of back here, and I do not see you, please do
right.
tell me how she's doing. Yes. Where are you meeting Celica?
I don't know.
Okay.
She said the path by the dorms, so I'm gonna try and find her.
Right. Well, then I guess that concludes our conversation.
Indeed. Thank you for your time. Grand Ambassador of Westwind Darcy.
Here, come under the tree.
Not gonna punch me, right?
No, I would like to hug you if that's all right.
Oh, no, never.
Thank you for all that you have done.
Likewise.
Thank you for forgiving me and for
Likewise.
trusting me.
Likewise.
And I do hope to see you soon.
Eh.
Not likewise? Safe travels, please.
Likewise?
I'll be here,
Of course.
but I will.
Take care.
You too.
Well, it's 2 knocked down. Sky looks more blue. Everything's more blue. The headmaster's wearing blue. The flowers are blue now. They've definitely always been blue. Is that 2 of the people I'm looking for? Great.
I don't feel much has changed, you know.
Good afternoon, ladies.
Hello, Your Highness.
I'll make a space.
Am I allowed in this space? All right. Yes.
Morning.
I don't. Can
This
she?
camera will work.
Well, off she goes.
Well, good evening.
Hello. I know you two needed to talk, so I will leave.
Stay seated.
Right?
Well, at least for a moment. I hope I'm not interrupting too much discussion.
Not really.
Daphne, do you have an interest? I think we talked before. An interest in the magical arts, right?
I do.
Are you training to be a sage, or what's the term for sorcerers?
Sorceress?
Yes.
Yes, that is what I decided my degree is going to be.
Well, should we win? Fortunately, Rosalind's already got the concrete role locked down for either my court or for whatever is to be. But I want to offer you, in the case of if Bloodwind is to win, I want to bring you on as a assistant to her. I believe that if we're looking over 4 courts rather than 1, it can't hurt to have extra help, and also someone from a different court.
I would love to.
Wonderful. Also, I saw little U's sitting around.
I've
Do you
been
have anything to
told.
do with that?
I was shown. Tavali showed me one, but I did not get to see the. I guess ones that were eating a hamburger.
They were eating
Tilbury?
hamburgers?
Apparently
They
so.
were.
Is that the
So
quirk of
saw
yours
tells
that eat
me.
burgers?
I mean, there was that. Well, I was. It was whenever I was in the infirmary. Very looped up, we'll say. Paxton gave me hamburgers, and I don't know, I just really wanted a hamburger
Interesting.
in my state. So perhaps the little me's know.
They have a
Interesting.
tendency to.
I mean, I think it was either a hamburger or a cheeseburger. I think it was a cheeseburger, now that I'm thinking about it.
Look at
So
that meal.
Oh, Leonidas.
I agree. In a friend way.
Hello.
No. Why?
Oh. I'll talk to you later. Stay around. Not like around
I
here,
think I'll
but
have
like
to do that
awake.
later. I need to go get changed.
Oh no.
Apologies to call you out.
Anyways, that was all I wanted to bring up.
Alright. Alright, well. Leonidas not going to get eaten.
Well, we'll see.
Alright, well, goodbye.
Farewell. Thank you.
Thank you
Farewell.
for the laugh.
Well,
Well,
apologies.
ignore the get up.
Honestly, hadn't questioned it. Whatever you want to do with your fashion, it's technically your right now.
Is it still?
I suppose, though. Never mind.
Sure.
Is there something you wish to report to me?
Indeed. I've been away. As
I
Vestman
have
said, you
noticed.
noticed, indeed. I took a brief trip home.
You
My
did?
father had been requesting it of me, and well, had some other concerns on the mind. But I was asked to speak for the Solstice and discuss how the year went here. I don't think my father was expecting me to return, so it was supposed to be a bit more conclusive. However, I'm a real smooth talker.
So it would seem.
I brought up every Bloodwind member, or every Bloodwind member of note, and the roles that we're placing them in, one way or another, if we should win this competition, which...
Well, I know for a fact that we are about 67 points in the lead.
Oh, more than that.
So then you've received the updated total.
Not precisely, but I'm told that we are in the thousands. And
I
I'm
see.
told that second place is at 899. So at very minimum, we are at least 102 points ahead. But
Right.
that's assuming we're only barely scraping into the thousands. Kingdom building apparently put us forward by 150 points.
Yes. In fact, we did the exam just the other day, and we made it through with no casualties.
I'm happy to hear. But yes, I've been given that, and we should do our best to keep that quiet, but I figure that is best for you to know.
Of course.
As I mentioned, just finished talking with Veswin, and the role laid out for her is a new one, actually. She'll be working alongside you.
I see. That is excellent to hear.
The advisor has historically been a very burdened position, enough where we're going to have to get you a new office. Tavian is weird. Real small, cramped space. He likes it that way, supposedly, but far too much on that guy's shoulders. And in thinking of that, and also thinking of what I've learned here, I've created the role of ambassador, which will be headed by Veswin either for Bloodwind or for Everthorn as whole.
I see.
The ideal is if we go home without a win somehow, then I will be appointing her as an ambassador just as leading by example in the hopes that other courts adopt the same. I'm going to be talking with Leonidas and that Get Up. Hopefully Finn and Lucario. Lucario? Where the hell did that come
Who
from?
is Lucario?
Who am I thinking about? No, because I said talk with Leonidas and that Get Up. Felix. Why would I think Lee Lonster.
Have you
Sorry. Okay, so
have you had
I'll
any
be
sleep
speaking
recently?
the train. I bang my head on the window. So I'll be talking with Finn, Felix, and who's that other? Leonidas. That's who. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Leonidas, Finn, and Felix. The super friends, you might notice.
Indeed.
And I want them to be ambassadors for their own court. Either within just relation to Bloodwind or the kingdom as a whole. I'm going to have embassies built within Bloodwind's capital. And Veswin
Right.
will stand as our representative. She'll be working the front end as opposed to you working the back end of things. So the example I gave her, let's say that she's stationed over in Cerulean. She might be able to work something out with Morale for a trade deal. And she should have the knowledge of our court, enough to solidify a decent deal. Something that benefits both parties. She'll send it back. You'll read it over, give your opinion. And then we have 3 people weighing in. We have her, you, myself. We'll be able to come to a statistical defeat on a vote.
I see.
You work logic and strategy, and she works the charm and the communications.
Indeed. I would say that is something she's much superior at.
You're not too bad yourself.
When it calls for it, but historically I have had some mishaps.
Right.
Are you just going to stare at him every time he walks by?
Yeah, probably.
I don't blame you, however.
Some hairy-ass legs. But then that comes to a matter of you, and if you didn't already gather from how spoke, you're essentially guaranteed the position of advisor. Whether I am crowned as king,
I hate it here. I hate it.
he hates it here.
He does.
If I'm crowned king, you'll be appointed advisor, and should I not be, then Tavian's prepared to train you as a replacement to him. One of those is a much quicker adoption timeline. The other is Tavian's still got like a decade or 2 in him if really needed, but I doubt he'll stick around that long in the role. I hope he lasts much longer outside the role.
Indeed. However,
But
that is... I suppose it was to be expected, but... hearing it, it's surreal.
I know the feeling.
I can only imagine how it is on your end. Having to be the ruler of all of the realm.
Feels like the glove fits. Yeah, you know what? Why not? You want to know what Phelan dropped on me a week or 2 ago?
What?
Son of a bitch is technically a Fiora Vente.
He's what?
I'm not sure either. We still are pending tea to actually talk about it, but no, at some point, I'm foggy on the details, but I believe he married in on the...
Speak of the devil.
He doesn't like being called that. Well,
Well, he's being followed by
Hello.
snakes. Hello. Can he
Okay.
hear us?
I don't think so. Hey, old man!
Hello. Rosalind,
Yes.
can I steal you for a second? Sorry, I don't think you are fond of snakes. Zebra,
Yes.
tiny wee snake,
No.
please.
He seems to like me.
Yeah, he's a bit funky.
I see. We're saying hello, however. We were in a space.
Yes. I need to steal you quickly, however.
Okay. Sure.
As we were
Had to
saying.
extend my greetings.
Of course. No, I believe he married the original Bloodwind Thorned Concord member, if I'm understanding correctly.
Is that so? Would
And
that be
the
one of the
Fiora
first
Vente
sovereigns?
lines. No, I believe the sovereigns go much further back, but if I have my timeline correct. But the Fiora Vente line also goes back quite a while. So logic would hold that somewhere up my chain is that. So good to know I at least stay forever young. I don't think I'm
That
immoral,
will,
'cause-
however, mean you won't grow a mustache.
no, damn. Yeah, if his genes are anything to go off of, damn it. But yeah, that's the news I got. So, like I said, it feels like the glove fits.
I see. But I suppose there is a resemblance when he's not dyeing his hair.
Yeah. That's the other thing I noticed. If you're working alongside Veswin, you two combined, it makes me. You've
Oh.
got the white hair, she's got the red.
That is true. I will say, I do think we will make a very, very compatible team.
I'm hoping
And
so.
I do not mind, indeed, I do not mind having some of my burden be offset to somebody else.
You won't have to handle fashion. That's a public-facing problem.
Are you saying I'm not fashionable?
Oh, you're very fashionable. I'm just saying that's one less thing you have to worry about. And honestly, you should count your lucky stars that I didn't make you responsible for it here, because I'm very fussy.
I see. Oh, I see.
What?
You meant me picking out your fashion.
Yes.
I see.
But thought I would let you know the update. And
I see.
also let you know that I'm not planning to be around here all too long.
I understand.
I've got
There's likely a lot you have to do with Beckett Court. Especially if we do win.
No. Not all too worried about that yet. I've handled at least that solstice meeting, so I've appeased the crowd and appeased my father, and now I've got as Veswin put it, a visit to a golden region in my near future, which is the last thing to broach. I'm going to be back on the train later tonight, and I'm not sure I'll be back in time for the ceremony or the official crowning. I've put that responsibility on Veswin to at least accept the crown for me, should we win. I believe that is more an ambassador job than any. And also because apparently there's a speech involved, and I did forget to tell her that, but I believe that she'll be better on a speech than you, no offense.
None taken.
Good.
It is a bit disappointing that you will not be present, but...
Well, unless I get over there with a very fast train, and then I pretty much do a loop-de-loop back onto the train and hop back. I mean, even then, I don't know if I'll make it.
If you already have Vesman handling it, I wouldn't worry.
Indeed.
I believe she is more than capable.
Gives me more mystique, anyways.
I suppose so. A
Yes,
golden
that is,
region.
Take your
Solmera?
guess. You're not. I can neither confirm nor deny. It's a bit of a murky water legally, as far as I'm understanding.
I see.
Figuring it out as we go.
May I ask why?
Why what?
Why would it be murky for you to visit Solmera?
There's, as far as I understand, some guidelines and some law. I'm not exactly sure when it comes to private meetings between court heads.
Hmm.
That got kind of ignored here at Everthorn, but we were also in a much different setting, and I think due to that, it was looked past. But when it comes down to two different courts, unless I want to become very familiar with how Solmera's knights function and operate and what weapons they use, I kind of have to handle that above board.
Understood.
But
Do you require my presence with you?
if you need an excuse to get out of here, I can probably bring you along, but again, I don't think we would be back for the actual ceremony.
I see. In that case, I may assist Beswin. Just in the off chance that it is needed.
That would be good. But that's, I suppose, all I have for you.
I see. You mentioned the meeting. Was the entirety of the court there?
The entirety of the court. I told Veswin it becomes uncomfortable realizing just how many decortes and knights we actually have. It is a large room and a big table.
By any chance, did my name come up in that meeting?
Indeed. I brought up the state of affairs with Everthorn and the plan to appoint you as our advisor in either path.
Then he knows. My grandfather.
Yeah. I would assume so. I wasn't paying attention to faces in the crowd all too much, but...
I see. Well, I suppose it doesn't matter now.
Indeed.
All right.
I do
I
like
suppose
the different look in your eyes now. It's a good change. I think so, but maybe it's I haven't seen you in a week.
Perhaps. I suppose I still feel the same, but it's different now. Like a burden has come off my shoulders.
Well,
That's
it
not
is.
necessarily...
The outfit right now doesn't exactly have shoulders on it.
I see.
Come on, laugh.
Ha.
Okay, come on.
Ha ha.
That cannot be your best.
It's all I have in me right now, Your Highness.
You're about to have a fist.
You
over
wouldn't
your
dare
stomach.
hit...
Yeah, try that one
Why
again
my
in 5
stomach?
seconds. Well, I can't damage the face.
That is true. It's probably one of my best assets.
I'm not going to comment on that.
You should.
No, I'm okay.
Regardless, is there any other preparations that need to be made? Anything you need of me?
No, not that I'm aware of. Just, hold the house down, I suppose. You and Veswin both.
Of course.
Now I gotta go harangue Rosalind. If I can ever get out of the chair. Oh no.
It seems that the world does not like us today. There we go.
But the world shines so brightly on us anyways. Thank you,
So it
Saga.
would seem. Of course. Well, I won't keep you longer, but safe travels.
Yourself as well.
Fine. Your hair.
Oh,
It's two different colors.
Oh, hello, Ezra.
Hey. You look really nice. I like that.
Thank you. Told them to make it in a red closer to your kind of reddish purple, but they missed the
Oh,
memo.
plum.
Plum.
Oh. You would look good in plum.
Right?
Hmm. Well, take care of yourself then, Silas.
I will.
I was just about to say the same thing.
Are you gonna say it?
Have a good one.
I'll
Okay,
see you.
Take care of yourself.
Thank you. You.
Try to.
He looks quite different from the last time I saw him.
Does he?
Yes, did you not notice the markings on his face?
Oh, I think I've seen those. Maybe I haven't. I don't know.
I haven't really been around often, so maybe it happened a while ago. Oops.
I've been away the last week or so.
I was surprised to
visit
see you.
home.
I thought you had already left.
No, well, yes and no. I had to, stop home at my father's request and also handle some other matters.
Understood.
I just have, well, first, congratulations.
Yes, congratulations to them all, truly. Couldn't have done it without everyone's hard work.
I've heard it's put us in a very, very advantageous lead, so.
Apparently, we are 167 points in the lead.
Nice. Second place is at, I believe, 899.
Oh, wow. That's a lot. Do you know who's second place? I haven't checked the board.
It's not updated. No, I don't know who second place is, but I've got my guesses. But I wanted to forward some discussion that came up at home. I was asked to give a, I suppose, presentation on the state of Everthorn, how things went here. I think my father wasn't expecting me to return back here so soon, but my boyish charm won him over.
As it does with everyone.
Right. I brought up the court members of note. I don't think poor Vicky really made the cut. Willow almost did.
I still have never seen her. I've never met her.
She showed up when we needed her most, and I have no idea where she went after that.
She's like a superhero.
Bless her. Super Vicky. No, your name was brought up on both paths forward. Because either there's a very likely option that we walk out of this with the crown. But in the fringe case where we don't, either way, you will be our next sage. Whether that's for the kingdom at large, or whether that's just for Bloodwin. If that wasn't evident already. In the case that you... Well, in either case. In the case that we win, and we are covering for an entire kingdom, I thought it would be wise to get different courts mixed in. And also, that is I would assume about 4 times the workload. I have spoke with Daphne, and I know that you two have a bit of a history.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this academy has made it clear that we can really overcome whatever we wish to. And I think having 2 people with perhaps different viewpoints and also different levels of experience would be good. If you need separate working spaces, that can be arranged, but I think it would be good for you both to be working together. You would still be the primary sage, but she would be more so a assistant, an underling.
I see. So does that mean that, well, Daphne is going to be doing that? Does that mean we're merging?
Not exactly. You're our lead sage. You get to command her around if you so wish. She's just there to assist and provide additional insight.
I see. So we're now hiring others from other courts?
This is if we walk away with the victory. If,
Got it.
in the case that we just
I
go
like
back home to
that.
Bloodwind, then you work alone.
Okay. That's very nice. I know even if I happen to not be there, if I was sick one day or not, she would make a good sage as well, just
Good.
primary.
I'm glad. Also to update you, as I'm sure your sister will also, Feswin has wowed me enough to earn herself an entirely new position. She'll be our ambassador working alongside Celica.
She is definitely getting very close to other courts, so it makes sense.
Her name will be in a history book somewhere someday as the first ambassador. I'm just hoping that it's the first of many and not some mistake of mine, but I think she'll be the right person for the job.
Even if we don't win, she'll get that role?
Indeed.
I'm very happy for her.
Happy for you both, and she was very excited for you as well.
Yes, she definitely is. Was there anything else?
No, that's all.
Okay. Well, I thank you for the position. Are you going to be here for the crowning ceremony?
No, I have this is a stop on my trip at the moment. As soon as I finish my conversations here, I'm unfortunately back on the train, banging my
Have
head
you
into
told
the window.
Celica to accept it in your absence?
No, Veswin will be. She's the ambassador. She's our people person, so she's the person that's supposed to give speeches. So it'll be her accepting it.
That makes sense.
She matches my charm more, so it's, you know. I believe in her ability to make a speech more than I do Celica's. Love to both of them, though.
Yeah, I think Celica could if it's pre-written, you know.
Yeah.
Just don't write show empathy here, because I think she might actually say that rather than
I
do
think
this.
she's coming back around. But, yes, it was a pleasure talking to you. I have to go wrangle up the super friends now.
Yes, have fun.
One of them's in a dress.
Oh.
I think you would quite like to see it, but
Unfortunately, I am busy.
unfortunate.
Enjoy yourself.
I will, thank you. Okay.
Can you meet me by the library? What the hell? Can you meet me by the library? How long will this take? Hopefully not long at all. Need Felix to reply. Preferably soon. Otherwise, I mean, I know Daphne's at least awake. She can relay the word. Felix is cool. He'll go along with it. Every conversation I get through, it's feeling more and more real. When I talk about like the potential at-home plan, like it's ever going to happen. And this is it. King of Everthorn. Wow. Oh, wonderful. Did you just jump over me?
Mm-hmm.
Well, aren't you energetic? We're waiting on, in theory, 2 more people, but only one of them's actually on their way. Have you seen Felix?
Not today, no.
Well, yeah, in general, yeah, I'd hope so.
I haven't seen him for a bit. So.
Maybe he went home. Well, once Leonidas
No, I
appears.
also haven't.
Have you seen Leonidas's outfit?
The maid one? Yes.
Is that why you're so excited?
No.
Oh.
I just have stuff on that makes me speedy and bouncy.
Ah. Well, there's that uplift to your voice.
For now.
For now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm supposed to go to the maid cafe and do stuff there. So if anything happens there, my mood will probably change. That was
Leonidas.
quick.
Dude, that was very quick.
Just a quick snap. Well, gentlemen. Gentlemen. Yeah. There we go. Maybe? Maybe not? Okay. I'm just getting us away from the door. It should hopefully be a quick discussion. I went home in the last week or so and I discussed students of note. And you guys, of course, came up. Felix as well. Pretend that's Felix. He's so small lately. Oh, you just cradle him right in your arms. Yeah, so you 3 all came up, and nothing but positive things. We discussed the 2 paths that we're looking at, which is either Bloodwyn wins the crown here. I'm not sure how likely or unlikely that is, but should Bloodwyn win the crown, or if not, if I'm just to ascend to sovereign. And either way, I want to establish embassies, is the grand plan. I've already appointed Veswin, the Bloodwyn ambassador. She'll be working alongside Celica to be our people person, people strategy. And should the other regions allow it, I'll have her traveling across them and communicating back with us. And should I be king, I'll be asking that of all the courts to have ambassadors that are able to venture across. You 3 are who I want to appoint out of each court. And even if I'm just going home and ascending to sovereign,
then I will be still asking you to take part in constructing your embassy. Jeez. And letting us know what you need, and I would hope spending some time in Bloodwind. I'm not going to put any limit or cap on that, as long as you're still communicating with your own courts and serving the sake of an ambassador, an embassy, whatever have you. I think that the one thing I've learned here is that we all should be communicating with each other a lot more and a lot more friendly terms. So this would hopefully be a step towards that. And I see no better three from the other courts that I could appoint and trust this. Felix, weigh in. Wonderful. You were saying? Or grunting? Herming?
I'm gonna need some time to think on that.
Of course. It's, yeah. Sorry, I kind of threw it at you, but... Yeah, all I would
There's
ask
just been
is your help and assistance in constructing the embassy, and then as long as you spend some time here in, well, not here, but in wherever the capital is, either Bloodwind's current capital, or, again, if Bloodwind wins this competition, then wherever that ends up, I believe it would be our kingdom building. But spending time there and being able to communicate with both Bloodwind and your court, or if we're able to get the other courts on with the plan as well, then communicating with all the courts, serving as a bridge of communication, being one of their own, in theory.
Right.
It's a good idea.
I thank you. And thank you, Felix.
You're just gonna have to give me a bit to think on this.
No, of course. I suppose I'll have to rely on letter, but I am back on the train shortly after this, but...
I can at least accept it now. I would be remiss to deny an opportunity like it.
Wonderful. And I'll have to somehow relay it to Felix. I feel like he accepted 3 words in. No disrespect to him. But whenever you've got word, let me know. Or thought.
We'll see. There's been a lot going on, so...
Well, thankfully we don't have to worry about it yet. I just... checking my boxes. I don't know if I'll be back in time for the actual crowning ceremony or how that all will go, so if I don't see you, either of you, in any quick enough time... Come here.
What?
Come here.
He may want a hug.
Come here.
No.
Okay, Leonidas, come here.
I'm not doing it while he's in a maid dress.
Don't remind me that we've had this serious discussion when I'm just like this.
Yeah, I've been trying
You're the
to
one
do
wearing it.
that. Aren't you in one?
Because I'm not a maid.
He's not a maid.
What makes you a maid?
I was asked. And then Riley really wanted me to do it. And then I think Sabrina would cry if I didn't.
So you're easily susceptible to peer pressure.
I'm easily susceptible to my girlfriend and my sister.
Sabrina's your sister?
Okay.
No, I guess that does make sense. Right, well. You guys owe me a group hug at some point.
Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see if when I'm not in a maid dress.
We'll put that up in your office. Also, if it helps your thought anymore, I think it's either you, or if you deny the position, I'll probably ask Paxton.
Please, Finn, you're far more competent.
Like I said, we'll see.
Of course.
Okay.
Thank you both.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Felix hasn't replied to me, but I suppose he might just have to get a letter. Sounds like the maid cafe's actually starting up, so... I don't know if I can actually get any conversations past now. Screw it, I'm going for the view. He's gonna tell me off, the headmaster? Okay. The people I would really need to discuss with still are Sabrina and Marjorie, just on the quote-unquote grounds team, but I think they can trust my word there. Well, Everthorn, it's been an honor. See you again soon. Almost certainly there's been a final ruling. I can't say I regret a thing, but I've had my head buried in the sand out in Solmera. I guess all that's left to do is to enjoy my last quiet walk before life really changes.
Ezra, you're back.
Can't say I was expecting to be welcomed in.
Well, I wanted to be the first to give you the news. Here.
Let's get to work.